math and science. Well, that's done.
One sec.
I'm recording. Oh, there it is.
Welcome back. Hello.
How's it going, guys? Why don't I do this with my hands? I don't like that.
This is, I almost said Nate and Caleb. You're not Caleb.
Not me. Caleb's that there. That isn't Morgan.
All right, here we go.
So, why did we start this channel?
So this channel started during the coronavirus quarantine. So I was working from home, Caleb was working from home,
And I
Ben
was back home from school.
not working. We were all working from home, and none of us were in contact with anybody who could have had the virus, so we decided to spend some time together to bring joy to other people through making YouTube videos. If you haven't seen our last video about longboarding, Ben completely wiped out in the beginning.
I may or may not have gone into the river.
He may or may not have. Basically, we are just three friends who met almost a decade ago that like to have fun and do different things. So this channel is going to be about the things that we do in our everyday lives, but also recording them. A little bit about us.
So,
right now.
for work, I am currently a grad student studying physics and astronomy at the University of Arkansas to get my PhD so that I can be a college professor someday. I'm in year one of a 5-year physics PhD. So with that, I'm getting paid to TA a couple astronomy labs because I've always been a huge space nerd. I love the night sky. I've worked with NASA on some internships a couple times in my undergraduate years, and it's just been a really fun time. And I mean, these guys that are here in the room with me have been some of my greatest friends through it all. We kept our friendship up going through like Xbox, playing Apex Legends a lot, and that's kind of where it started. I guess we'd always be playing a lot, and we'd be like, oh hey, let's record some funnies and see if we can get any good footage. And then it just the idea just kind of evolved from there, from Apex Legends gameplay, which, trust me, top tier gameplay from us.
Tier.
Coming soon.
We started playing Xbox together because Ben was away at college, and it was a way to regularly communicate and hang out in a sense. Basically, what it came down to is we wanted to spend time together, whether it be in person or over the internet. And then when the quarantine happened and we were able to actually spend time in person, that's when this started. So, anyway, how did we all meet?
It was, so we all went to high school
Should we
together.
start from the beginning.
All the way back.
Oh
You guys
my
have a
gosh.
couple years on me.
So, Caleb and I met. So Caleb is off screener now. Him and I met, I don't know, in kindergarten or first grade or something like that, when I invited myself over to his house. So that's kind of how that happened.
It's the Nate Tom way.
That's how I do it. If I'm not invited, I'll show up anyway. And then Ben and I met freshman year of high school at band camp.
We met actually a little bit before that. 7th grade B team basketball. He was the.
We all met there.
We all met there. Oh crap.
We didn't meet, but we faced off.
We played against each
And
other.
you lost, which is...
Frequently. It's because Nate was a short, fast kid who could always hit his threes. So.
That is me. Still.
Not so short anymore.
Well, I can still hit the threes.
But in high school, Nate and I were in band together, and that's really where our friendship kind of developed and took off. I remember, I think it was day one of band camp, freshman year. We played a game of Ultimate Frisbee, and this kid was like, I've got 6 inches on this kid freshman year, and he jumps up above me and snatches this Frisbee out of my clutches, and I was like, damn, I'm impressed with this kid.
I still have it too, by the way.
No, you don't lie.
My vertical's about 3 inches.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Frisbee.
I don't have the Frisbee.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so that's kind of a backstory. Hit me with the fun question.
If your hands were muffins, what flavor would they be and would you eat them?
Chocolate chip, 100%.
Absolutely. Lemon poppy seed.
Oh.
Don't give me an opium test.
If you eat enough of those, you can test positive on a breathalyzer.
That's what I'm
But
going
apparently
for.
you have to eat like a gallon of them.
A gallon of muffins.
Of just the seeds. Ready? You have to answer this question in a millisecond.
Millisecond.
This is critical
Oh, I didn't
thinking.
wear my watch today.
3, 2, 1. How many cows are in Canada?
16. Here's one. Pop-Tart, nice glazed, frosted pastry breakfast treat. Does it count as a ravioli?
By definition, yes. By flavor, hell no. Okay, name 5 uses of a stapler without actually using staples. Go.
Bludgeoning weapon, distance weapon. You could use it as a straight edge, you can use it as a paperweight, and you can use it to capture the souls of the damned. What is your favorite high school memory of the 3 of us?
Favorite high school memory of the 3 of us? There was one time at band, and Ben was there, but the memory was more of Caleb than myself. But what happened was, it was super windy, and Caleb and I both played the sousaphone. And there was a part in the song where we had 3 or 4 measures to come up with something fun to do and hold a pose. If you've ever seen a sousaphone, they're about this big. It's almost like a wind sail. So there was a part where Caleb got down on one knee while holding a sousaphone, and I put my leg up on top of his, like so. And Caleb got hit with a gust of wind and fell over. And I think we still got a 1, yeah.
Okay, okay, this is a legitimate one. I want you to think about this one.
Okay.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
I feel like mentally it would be hard to kill 100 of anything. So probably just 1 horse-sized duck.
I don't know. That would be hard as hell to kill. Quack, quack. Or like 100 little.
See, I would hate that. I bet you could kick them pretty far.
100 is a lot. Can you imagine kicking 100 soccer balls?
I've done it.
Now imagine they're a little bit heavier and bloodlusted. Your soul.
Sounds awful. What is the...
Spit it out, come
Ben,
on.
what is the most consecutive days in a row you have worn the same pair of underwear, and how did you do it?
I think I've gone 3 days once. Might have been on a camping trip, but you go standard, then backwards, then inside out.
Inside out, standard, or backwards?
Inside out, standard, typically.
There you go, folks.
I was gonna say,
Whatever.
whenever I pack for like a weekend trip, I put like 5 pairs of underwear in there in case I myself twice every day.
Who in this room do you most want to skinny dip with?
Ooh. Come here, Morgan.
Ben, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh. When people don't use their blinkers.
My biggest pet peeve is kind of along the same lines as Ben, but it's generally stupid people. My pet peeve... No, I already answered that.
What's
Next
your pet
question.
peeve? Stupid people.
Who in this room is the best kisser?
I've never kissed any of y'all, so I don't know, but I think I'm a pretty good kisser.
Who in this room would you like to see most in a bikini?
Mankini time.
If you could switch places with a famous person for one day, dead or alive, who would it be?
Do I like go back to their time?
Yeah.
We gotta set rules.
So you would go back to their time. But if they're alive, it would be today.
Current. It would be
Correct.
present.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So if they're dead, you pick the day.
I don't know. Ooh, what do you guys? That'd be pretty dope.
Oh.
I think it would be cool to switch places with Michael Collins. To not necessarily set foot on the moon. I mean, that'd be cool too. But to be the first person to be completely isolated from all of humanity would be kind of a neat experience.
That would be cool.
When he goes around the backside of the moon into radio silence.
Would you rather eat fish food or cat food? Just a bite.
Just a nibble.
Yeah.
Probably cat food.
Okay, how about for a month?
Cat food's probably a little more sustainable.
Probably.
Like nutritionally sustainable.
Probably. If a penguin walked into the room right now, wearing a sombrero, what would he say, and why would he be there?
He'd say, Arrivederci. And he'd be here on his trip from Italy. Because you get sombreros in Italy.
Sombreros are originally an Italian hat that the South Americans
Keep going, keep
took
going.
to use when they were working outside. All right, ask me one.
Answer that.
Yes.
Good. Okay, my turn.
That's us. This is us. In the raw. Fully clothed. Anyway, thanks for sticking around to the end. Thanks for getting to know us a little bit while we honestly got to know ourselves a little bit better. Hit that like button, press subscribe.
Share it with your friends if you thought it was funny.
If you're on YouTube, you already know what to do. So, comment below with other questions you want us to ask each other. Make them appropriate.
Thanks for watching. We're glad you decided to spend some time with us. We hope to see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.